let me start.
Yeah, Elif, I can. I think we can go on with your remarks. So I think we are also all excited for this year's Hult Prize on Campus final. So Elif, we can start with your remarks and start this event, this program, this auspicious social entrepreneurship program leading a generation to change the world. So Elif, please start.
Okay, first please rename your names. Firstly, your team names and the other, your name and your surname.
You should maybe add the team name right next to your names in Zoom. So this is the first remark that we want to make. And if everything's been set, then we can start with the program.
Okay, first, if the first team is ready, we can start. Firmamentum.
We are ready.
Okay, so after one final remark and welcome session, I think you can start. So welcome everyone to this year's Hult Prize event, Hult Prize on Campus final. I just want to kindly remind you that we will have 6 minutes for the pitches for each team, and right after 4 minutes to take the questions from the judges, and right after a 5-minute break for each team to get evaluated with the scorecards, and we will move on with the next team. And after all the teams has made their presentations and received their questions, we will decide the winning team with the judges and with their deliberations and decisions. And we will announce the winning team right after. So I think we can start. If you can screen your share, please.
Can you see?
Yes,
your screen is visible. So Mertcan, good luck.
Thanks.
Hi, we are Firmamentum. Let's begin our presentation quickly. Here is our lovely and hardworking team. By the way, I am the operation director of Firmamentum. We have focused on two main problems. First one is farmers' effort not paying off. Second one is hunger. What about our goals? What are we aiming? We want to produce cheaper and higher quality food and support farmers.
As VP Momentum, we focus on the problem of hunger and try to solve its production. We want to support farmers with inexpensive method to move to industrial agriculture. Let's begin explain our production basically. We have a modern greenhouse model that uses industrial agriculture.
Our first feature is irrigated farming. It shortens our harvest period. The second one is our multi-story sections. We can save on space with this. The third one is solar energy. We intend to use clean energies for the project, so we choose solar energy. And the last one is AI. This AI plants, irrigates, maintains, and collects our nutrients. With this. The third one is solar energy. We intend to use.
We couldn't show the multi-story section in this picture, but you can see our sketch of columns. This column design give us the opportunity of using area and sunlight much more efficiently.
We want to produce essential nutrients. Here are some of them. We have mentioned why we use irrigated farming. It shortens our harvest period. For example, when you are harvesting lettuce, if you use normal agriculture, you can harvest 60-75 days. But if you use Firmamentum, you can harvest in 10-15 days. We did some calculations to learn our profit. You can buy a lettuce in Turkey for 65 cents, and we are going to sell them for 30 cents. These numbers give us the profit of 100 square meters. Here is our projected profit. We choose MVP for Turkey because we can provide feedbacks easily. We have already started our plans. In 2 weeks, we will try in the simulation with industrial engineer and get a little closer to carrying out the project.
What about numbers? According to our calculations, you can see them by the way, we are expecting a profit in less than a year. It's not a dream. Of course, we can't know the exact numbers. We can't be sure until the simulation is done. Again, according to our guesses, it will cost about $6,000. And we foresee profit in 6 months. Let's talk about our plans. Let's begin with the short-term plan. In short term, we will just sell the structure. We are aiming to add the farmers to our system. We are planning to sign a contract with the farmers that we sell our product. Thanks to that, they will sell goods cheaper. This makes us preferable because customers would want to buy cheaper goods. This model doesn't give us long-term money, but gives us a budget to expand. In midterm, we want to build free momentums for farmers who cannot buy our system with splitting profits. This strategy is based on a share exchange. This way, farmers will let us use their fields and we will split the profits with them. With this policy, we'll provide money to sustain our financial situation. In long term, we want to reach 10 million people with expanding our share split model.
Your time is up, Firmamentum team. Thank you for your presentation. So we will proceed with our judges' questions. So the 4 minutes has started.
Arda, I think we did started. Okay.
You have your 6 minutes is over. The 4 minutes is your time for receive the questions.
Okay, can I start my first question, Arda?
Yeah, please, Bülent Bey.
If I understand correctly, it seems like this is just an idea right now. You guys don't have a patent or any other, how should I call it, a competitive edge over your competitors? Because it seems like, again, I think Dr. Majid knows more about this, but it seems like it's just an idea. And I couldn't understand why you are different or how you are different than your competitors. Could you please explain that?
I go.
Can you hear?
Yes, can actually.
It's just an idea, I guess, but we wanted to use numbers and get a little closer to the real version of this project. We are talking and contacting with some industrial engineers. As we said earlier, we are going to make a simulation in 2 weeks with industrial engineers. That's studies in our school.
Thank you.
We have still 2 minutes for Momentum's question.
I have one question.
Okay, Alper Bey, please.
Guys, thanks for your presentation. I would like to ask you, what is the vulnerable part of your project? What is the weakness point of your project? I would like to ask you.
If farmers doesn't want to work with us and doesn't want contract with us to sell goods cheaper, then we have some problem.
Collaboration with your farmers, I guess.
Yes.
But we can fix it.
What's your plan?
We can say they don't have to sell the goods half of the price, and we can increase the profits. Right.
So you will serve them with a lower price.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Mecit Hocam, please.
Thank you very much. How will your project provide new opportunities for new job market?
We are providing jobs to engineers, architects, and industrial designers, industrial engineers, etc. And we want to
skilled workers.
We want to support the farmers who lose money. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
So this question concludes the time for our 4-minute session for Firmamentum. Thanks for your presentation, and I think after a 5-minute break, we will move on with the next team, Futuristic.
Yes.
Thanks for listening us.
I am starting the team's Futuristic's time. You can start.
Hello, we are Team Futuristic, which consists of Nur, Hande, Batuhan, and me, Iskamze. Today I will talk about the tendency to alternative food. Imagine that you are a person who living in 2040. Agriculture in your country and even all over the world is gone. Your food resources are very close to depletion. What would you do? The answer is probably start to adapt to this situation and look for new food resources to consume. However, according to the results of the survey that we conducted with 390 people, we realized that people did not have information about alternative food and they approached with prejudice. Also, we observed that some people who have an idea about this issue prefer algae-containing food compared to artificial food and insect-containing food. Our team set off from this point and aimed to direct humanity to sustainable and employment-friendly products, where they can meet the necessary nutritional needs. Now I'll leave the words to Hande.
Hello, I am Hande. I want to talk about algae. Algae are generally single-cell organisms that perform photosynthesis. Spirulina is blue-green algae. They are sustainable and multiply rapid under suitable conditions. Algae conduction occurs in two ways: an outer pole system and the other closed system, wide pipes. In other words, it can be produced in almost all countries when light, pH, and nutrients are provided. Thanks to their photosynthesis, the carbon footprint rate is low in algae production, and it is an excellent alternative food due to its high nutritional value. Also, it has high iron content and B vitamins. In some sources, it's called astronaut food. Algae have been the subject of many studies. In addition to meeting the nutritional needs when consumed regularly, it strengthens the immune system. Some of the illnesses that algae consumption heal are diabetes, chronic fatigue, high cholesterol, allergies, arsenic poisoning, tics, and ADHD. For all this reason, we consider it to be excellent food. It is the best alternative food, and I give Nur floor.
Hello, I'm Nur, food engineering first-year student. Now I want to talk about the most concentrated part of our project. When we combine the problems that my friends talked about and the nutritional potential of algae, we decided to design a food with high nutritional value. According to the response of 390 people who participated in our survey, we realized that most people do not know that algae can be a food and we can use in our daily lives. Therefore, we have aimed to turn the candy, which is consumed a lot by children, even adults in daily life, into a health product by using algae. Moreover, we will ensure that algae become a part of our lives and its use becomes common. In this way, we will increase the consumption of algae, which will have an important place in our tables in the future and increase its production. Our first target audience will be to introduce this product to children and athletes. And since it will be an important factor in the muscle development of athletes, we expect that the majority of those who request will be made up of this group of people. Our survey and the feedback we receive also support this. Now I want to talk about the products that are our competitors. Actually, there are many protein-containing products used by children and athletes today. However, considering the insufficiency of agriculture and animal husbandry in this feature, the use of algae as a food source makes a big difference between us and rival products. Now, I leave to the floor Batuhan to talk about the financial part of our project.
Hello, everyone. I'm Batuhan Tilgen, and today I'll give you some information about the cost of our project and our connections. When we first told you about our project, it may seem like it was costly. Yes, but actually the sustainability of our initiative makes it much more advantageous than it seems. So how? A greener world investment that will be initiated under our leadership will reduce the cost of producing algae as alternative food in the long run. This investment is based on the use of a portion of the income that obtained from algae production for the establishment of new algae production facilities. Since developing this market will increase the demand and the production capacity in the market, serious decreases will be observed in the prices of products. In addition, we made some connections as a result of our interviews in the market, and Aqualc, one of our affiliates, promises to convey their support in necessary process. Also, if you want, you can reach more detailed information by visiting our webpage. Yes, this is the end of our presentation. Thanks for listening to us. If you have any question, we can now answer it.
Okay, thank you, futuristic team. So if your presentation is over, then I can start the 4-minute time for our judges' questions.
Thank you, Arna.
Can I go first?
Please.
Okay. Thank you. It was very interesting. Hearing you turn candy into algae, I think, or candy algae. So your target audience is athletes, right?
And children.
And children. Okay. What does it taste like? Is it good?
Taste is good. We know algae seems like bad taste, but we meet the Aqualc from Aqualc, which is algae producing firm in Turkey. He says algae does not have a bad taste. It not have a taste.
Okay.
Just color.
Just color. Okay, so you don't have the product yet, but you know what it will taste like, more or less.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Can I go next?
Please.
Yes, please.
Guys, thank you very much for the presentation. It was neat. My question is there any other similar products in the market right now?
No.
If not, why do you think that they haven't produced those products yet?
Because people have prejudice. They say, I don't eat algae, I don't like them. We we want to loved candies with algae. Loved alternative foods from there.
What are the current obstacles right now for you guys to produce, to have an MVP, a minimum viable product? What are the obstacles that you face right now to produce your first product and have trials with potential customers?
When we talked to a company that produce our material, AquaAlg, they produce spirulina, but this company only uses spirulina for animal feed, just animal feed. He said that the biggest problem that we may encounter in food production will be the breakdown of the structure of spirulina by effect of heat, but our product is prepared without any heat. This is the reason why we choose the candy as a product.
Sounds good. Thank you.
How will a candy be prepared without heating? What type of candy will it be?
We took jelly beans because of the structure of algae.
So how aren't they heated?
Yes,
Jelly beans?
when the algae are dried, this substance is called spirulina, looks solid and powdery, but when this substance is mixed with water or some liquid, it turns into gelatin.
It will be a gel. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
And one final thing.
Actually, we have
time?
we have reached the end of our 4 minutes time. So I think we can move on with the next break. Okay, Friday team, please start with your presentation.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our presentation for Hult Prize competition. We are Friday. I want to introduce our team. That's me, İrem Nur, Büşra, and Beyza İrem.
We came across the news. It reports the capacity that is 5,000 tons in 35,000 acres has decreased in years. Now it's just 7 tons in 11.3 acres in 2018. It's a dramatic drop for farmers. We communicate with farmer Ömer, who is located in the newspaper. He told his story to us. Farmer Ömer raises the cannabis plants in a land about 10 acres, and his family also were doing this job. He shared a grandparent's family photo with us there. He gets an amazing result in cultivation, but it doesn't provide a regular income because the industry is unqualified now. He cannot find regular customers. He grows garlic and sugar beet currently, but actually it's not profitable as much as when he grows cannabis and finds good customers for it. The most important case is to provide customers for the seeds.
Every year, lots of farmers stop planting hemp. Now we want to change their story and support them. And this is how we can change the lives of millions of people, starting with farmers. Step 1, we encourage the farmers to raise cannabis. That actually is a more profitable raw material. Step 2, unemployed women produce homemade cannabis products in a place that can be gathered near the field. Step 3, we check the products by considering quality control requirements. And finally, step 4, we are establishing a platform to sell the products.
Why should cannabis cultivation cultivation be supported, more fruitful cultivation, growth in unfruitful soil, and a large range of utilization. In addition, hemp ingredients are plant-based and good for planet, nutrient-dense, and can be added to a wide variety of foods and supplements. United Nations reclassified cannabis and cannabis-related substances and removed them from narcotic drugs. Cannabis cultivation is occurred in specific provinces with legal permissions in Turkey. Industrial hemp, also known as cannabis sativa L, has a non-narcotic, low THC content. The global market for cannabis industry was estimated at 14.5 billion in 2018, which is projected to grow exponentially at a compound annual growth rate of 33.17% and attain a market value of 1,007.67 billion by 2025.
Our target market consists of two parts. One, the farmers that cultivate cannabis but are not able to find regular customers to purchase seed, body, and other parts of cannabis. And secondly, the customers that demand healthy homemade food products easily. These are our value propositions, like offer a new alternative for customers, easy access to best quality products, and you can take a look to others. And also, these are the results of our survey, according to 66 participant references and some visitors' comments to our page. As you can see in the graph, the majority of people like to consume handmade products. And this is our web page and app prototype.
Thank you, your kind attention. If you're interested, these are our contact informations.
Let me start with the question part. Is it allowed, by the way, Arda?
Yeah, we are actually exceeded our, not exceeded, but we have excess time. So I think we can go with the questions. So please.
Guys, thanks for your nice presentation. I'm a little bit, let's say, it's a really radical thing, like, you know, putting cannabis kind of foods, like, you know, it's a kind of, let's say, outstanding, I can say, like, you know, out of the boundaries idea. Just, I want to ask, like, you know, what is the call to action and how can be promoted in the market? Just, you know, if you want to elaborate a little bit the promotion and marketing side.
It is legal in Turkey for 19 states. We start with this, and then we can develop this marketing strategy.
Don't you think, like, you know, isn't that important to sell the idea to the, let's say, investors?
Yes, it is so important, but this year United Nations judge is very important for us, and this can be good example for the other countries and our country.
So you will say that United Nations is supporting that?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Actually, it's supported by our government in this period. The new studies were observed in this period.
I was trying to just ask, like, you know, on the consumer side, not just the, the formal or the governmental part, but also the, let's say, consumer side. So how you will convince me to buy a product as an ingredient in the cannabis, as an ingredient, cannabis ingredient product to sell me? How you will just, convince me?
Actually, the THC part is more interesting for other people. But these industrial cannabis have lower THC, so we can prove that with research for people.
Okay.
May I ask what the real problem right now that you are trying to solve? I mean, cannabis is all good. People prefer, better nutritional food, etc., etc. So what is the problem right now?
Problem is the farmers couldn't find regular customers for their products, actually.
Okay, so that's the problem. They want to grow cannabis, but they don't know how to sell their product. Right?
Yes, we want to support them by purchasing their products, their seeds, and etc.
And who's gonna produce those side products, the milk and stuff like that? Because they're gonna just grow the cannabis, and then you're gonna buy the cannabis from them, and then somebody else has to process that, right? So are you trying to find are you trying to bridge the gap between the farmers and the producers, or the farmers and producers are together and you are trying to bridge between producers and the consumers?
Actually, producers are farmers or their women, their wives.
Their wives.
And
so they're going to produce the cannabis, they're going to produce the end product, and then you're going to help them sell their products to consumers.
Yes, we aim to focus on the problem of limited cannabis cultivation and its razors irregular sales on this project.
It's the end of our 4 minutes time, so we can give the break right now, and after the break we can move on with the next team.
Okay, everything is clear. Tamer, you can share your screen.
So I am starting the Team Kibele's time. Have a good presentation, guys.
Thank you. Well, do you know that
Sorry in for 7 interrupting,
people... okay.
But I couldn't see your screen.
We can see.
You can see? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's shared already.
You can go on after.
You can go.
Okay. Do you know that 1 in 7 people goes to bed hungry every night? Do you know that 1/3 of all food in the world is lost or wasted every year? That's a huge loss, equal to 1.3 billion tons of food and $680 billion in developed countries. As you can see, hunger and food waste are 2 major problems of our world. Here, we are going to introduce you our solution. Hello, everyone. My name is İrem Naz Horat. My teammates are Eda Duranay and Tamer Yiğit Alemdar. We are Kibele. Our project is, shortly, retreatment of food waste for producing functional powder foods. We are going to explain you our solution, our product in detail, and lastly, how the process works. So, let's start with the solution. Eda, the stage is yours.
Thank you, İrem. Hello all. In this project, we aim to produce new products that are long-lasting, high nutritional value, practical, and quick to prepare for the people in underdeveloped countries that do not have access to nutritious foods. Most importantly, while doing that, reusing the unused, near spoilage, or waste food, which goes to the trash in massive amounts in post-harvest, industry, and markets every year. To achieve this, we identified the most unused waste foods in different regions where the food is difficult to access. Since the waste products vary according to the regions, The biggest loss should be determined and a proper process should be designed accordingly. We powder these foods and then add the necessary nutritional supplements to these foods. And we add pre-gelatinized starch. We add pre-gelatinized starch in order to make it practical and easy to prepare, since it doesn't require any hot water in the preparation in the case of regular pudding. You can just add cold water in it, that's it. Also, since our product is in powder form, the water activity of our product is very low, which means this provides extended shelf life to our food up to 2 years. Think about it. Which foods can you keep on the table or refrigerator for up to 2 years? At this point, we will be able to use the advantage of long shelf life while distributing the product all around the world. Moreover, we do this by reusing millions of waste of food every year. And now, Tamer will continue with how the process works.
Hello, everyone. If you want to give an example from our country for our process, cherry can be used as raw material. After cherry seeds are removed and washed, cherries are left to the solar drying. During process can be different from product to product. The reason for using solar drying for the cherry process is that cherry is a summer fruit and solar drying can be used effectively, and also it is low operating cost. For the wheat process, a classification, grinding and sieving processes were made, and finally all the ingredients were mixed and packed. We are considering two different methods for the distribution. The first one is packets with 25 kilograms can be dispensed for closer distances. For the second method, we think that cooperation can be made with brands such as Coca-Cola, with a very wide distribution network. There is almost no place in the world that they cannot reach. So if the necessary cooperation is provided for our products, it will be reached everywhere easily. This is also very beneficial for brand image due to the supporting social responsibility projects. We aim to continue this project with government support, profit from sales and donations. If government support is provided to the existing companies, these companies can produce the powders and deliver it to us directly. This reduces the cost of establishing a plant for some regions. Our product can also be sold to people who temporarily having difficulty to access food, like campers, climbers, soldiers, etc. They can purchase our product for themselves. While doing that, the income generated from this will be transferred to our project. Lastly, donations is another way to collect help. To conclude, our goal is to offer different solutions from production to logistic, packaging to sales, and providing jobs and hope for many people. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any question, we are glad to answer. These are our references. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tamer. Thank you, Kibele team. So I think we can move on with your 4 minutes to answer our judges' questions. I have started the 4 minutes now.
Can I start?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Please,
First of all, thank you. I have to admit, I was very excited to hear your project. It actually answered lots of questions. It was a very well organized presentation, first of all. What I didn't understand is the supply side. You gave the example of cherry, but then cherry is not regularly a waste, right? It has already a market. What kind of waste and how do you get that supply and what is the regulatory side of it since food is a very well-regulated area? How do you get the supply? I don't really understand.
Okay, first, thanks for your comments. As my friend Tamer stated that, yes, cherry is a summer product, but the production consists of many units. And for instance, you produce the powder or the firms produce the powder at summer, but The process continues with the market, with the logistics, with the other operations. And since I stated before, this powder can be last up to 2 years. And if you produce in summer, you can use it after the next summer and the next one. So it's like tomato paste. Many food processing factories makes the tomato at summer, but they distribute all the year, through the all year.
Okay.
Sorry,
No, I thought, okay. So you want this cherry production to be made into powder. You're not using like so-called not sold cherries or the cherries that are about to go bad with less shelf life. You're not using those. I thought you were also taking those and making it into powder.
Actually, we are taking the food which is unused or near spoilage or waste. For instance, in the markets in summer, at the end of the season, or think in a big way, big producers or cherry industries, we take these products and make them powder. And also the product can be changed according to the regions. For instance, we gave this example for Turkey, but for another country, it might be different. Only the drying process changes according to the product, but the product can be modified by, for instance, fig or I don't know, date or something else.
But right now, currently, there are a bunch of food powders produced by commercial companies. The only difference between you guys and the existing competition or existing companies, you are planning to use close to waste inputs rather than good condition fruits, etc. But I think that most of the companies, they're also trying to use close to spoiled products to make those powders. They don't use the ones that are in greatest condition for paste or for other stuff. So one, they're already trying to use those input that you're trying to achieve. Two, as I was saying, how are you going to get as it seems like your market is not your regular producers. You're going to try to reach to those people who have excess product, right?
Actually, you are right.
How are you going to do that?
Yes, one of our goal is by the government support, we are taking these powders, ready powders from the firm which already produced these. However, you may also wonder what is the difference between the powder food while still now it is existing. What feature do you add? Actually, at this part, our functionality depends on the ingredient that we used. We use especially pre-modified starch, which means it swells very fast even with the cold water, and no one requires hot water. For instance, there is a video about it. We just open the bottle, add the water and stir it, and my pudding is ready in 2 minutes. For instance, a pure people cannot reach the food, even maybe he or she has no equipment to cook it, to eat it. So also the package give advantage.
You exceeded the 4 minutes time limit for the time being. So thank you for answering the questions. I think
Neven, do you have a question? Okay.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, we can give the 5-minute break for the time being. I can see it right now.
Okay.
Starting. So good luck, Team Malogranatum. You can start.
Hello, our team's name is Malogranatum. Also, our project name is Malogranatum. And we decided on this project after a conversation I witnessed when I went to the village last summer. One of our neighbors was saying his business wasn't going well for a few years, so he will not sow his field next year and even quit farming. But was quitting farming really a remedy? In my opinion, it wasn't. Because he had been farming for years, he was good at it. Because he had been on the farm for years, He had necessary equipment and knowledge, but had no money to plant his fields. That summer, I realized that it was not only our neighbor who had the knowledge and strength to work, but couldn't sow their fields. In times of financial difficulties, people couldn't cultivate their fields, which means arable lands couldn't be used and the farmers couldn't earn money from the only job they could earn income. Eventually, the cycle of not being able to sow and not earning occurs. However, when the fields couldn't be sowed, not only farmers suffer from this, the production for the consumer decreases and prices increase in parallel. So we decided to design Monogronotum in order to put an end to this situation, to prevent the victimization of the farmers and not to be deprived of the crops of the fields. Now my friend Donat will introduce our application.
Hello everyone. We are developing a product, an application that farmers will be able to rent their fields and investors will be able to make profit with their investment. Also, farmers can sell or rent farm equipment in this application. You are seeing its pictures and they are prototypes. Probably we will change the UI. We are designing our app as easy as possible. Being easy to use, it's a very important design rule of our application because we want access of all segments of society. You can easily advertise your files or find the best files that fit perfect to your investment. You can communicate with sites or check the progress of your investment. We are making this application with Java and React Native. Also, you can access from everywhere. We have a website and the mobile app. And now Barış gonna tell the economic side of Monogronotum project.
Yes, and hello everyone. We plan to use 20% of the price for tax. In the first year, we put 10,000 for the servers and paperwork fees, and we put 150,000 for salaries. To prevent victimization from impossible damage, we put 200,000. In the short-term plan, we will spend 50,000 for advertising and marketing. Our economic model is based on collection data from agricultural and farmer office. Also, we will collect information from farmers. Then we will calculate the possible income, outcome, and the profit so that investors can know how they need to invest. Our company will hold the investments. We will give money to farmers when they need. Until the sales, we give 25 of investments back to investors for create a trust. After the sales, investors get 50%, farmers get 30%, and the company gets the 20% of profit. Except the first yield, we will insure this year possible damage with the half of our percentage so that investors and farmers won't be a victim. In the midterm, we plan that reach African and Southeast Asian countries. We will set our dealers, we will provide these agricultural tools such as tractors so that they can work easily, they have more time and productivity will increase. In the long term, we will invest in farming techniques such as hydroponic farming. And we plan to get our land which is suitable but no one produce anything. Then we will start production. Now Yusuf will tell us expectation and result of our project.
So can you hear me?
Yes,
yes.
We can hear you.
You can go.
Yes. Can you hear me right now?
Yes,
yes,
we can.
You.
Go on.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's start. In the short term, Monogronotum's first aim is prevent the fertile fields from being empty and support farmers to continue their production. At the same time, it will be a good opportunity for the investors. During I can't see this slide right now.
I think you can go on. We can see it. It's visible right now.
Okay. At the same time, it will be a good opportunity for the investors. During this period, we will make monochronatum more common and repeatable all around the farmers and investors. In order to do that, we will give advertisements where is appropriate to reach our target audience. And we will apply our insurance and economic policies according to our plan. In the long term, we will reach diverse countries, and thanks to monochronatum's growing budget, also monochronatum will be an investor for more critical fields. Moreover, monochronatum will support farmers with new economic and environmental producing technologies like hydroponic farming.
Your time is up. Thank you for the presentation. I can start the 4-minute time for judges to ask you questions. So the 4 minutes is started right now.
Guys, so this application will be a meeting point for farmers, investors, and the consumers, I guess, all of them. And when you have the application, you can find the right farmer as an investor, or as a farmer, your right investor to build up your project. Is that
yes? Yes, you can think like sahibinden.com. Maybe it's like that. You can chat with the investors, farmers. Also, farmers can sell or rent equipment of farm. And yes, investors search and found the good farms and farmers for their investment.
How would you plan to educate the farmers about, like, because they will probably be, let's say, not well trained about using the technology across the board?
We are doing.
Actually, you are wrong, because they can have practical intelligence. They can learn fast. I say that because of my uncles and from people who live on our village, and they can use everything if it's work easily. So we want the application be useful and easy.
So, like, you are generalizing your uncle's abilities to the society, I guess.
Yes, but not all of them, because the people, I know people who like that. I know in different regions, and they can learn it, but it must be easy and practical. And we can give education for them, because we have men in field.
Yeah, don't worry about that, because we talked with farmers about this application, and they say it's okay, you can do that.
What was the sample size?
This means where we work in there?
No, do you communicate with the farmers? What was your sample size, and with what regions, the variety, and where are they from, which regions, kind of stuff?
We determined different steps, and for beginning, we're going to start from Ankara and Anatolia region, because we're settled in there, and then we're going to spread to the Turkey, and then we want to be globalized and to go to some more developed countries, but poor countries also, like Zimbabwe and Kenya. They're our first 2 abroad countries, and then we would like to expand our edge and want to be globalized.
Okay.
Okay. An investor question. Yes. So what's the price range? What does the investor exactly invest in? Or do we have to invest big, or like people from the city can invest in regions, in the suburbs? What is it? How does it work practically?
Actually, we mentioned about our application interface will be easy to use. So it will be also give information, and we determine some parameters, but we didn't add them to our presentation because they're so long, and their farmers introduce their fields features, like how much income do we wait, and how much profit do we wait, where did we locate it, and how much money do we need. So they can, I mean, investors can find their farmers and they can invest to the region they want and to in the rates of money just as they wanted. So they can arrange it by themselves.
Yes,
Thank you,
also,
Gülenay, for
everyone can be investor, like normal peoples.
Your time is up, guys. Your 4-minute
thanks.
time is over. So we can give the next break and continue with the next team. Elif, you can settle down
Thanks.
backstage.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys. You can join.
We are back with the team presentations. Upcoming, we have the presentation of the team reputing. So Elif, if you can give the final check, I will pass the stage to the team reputing.
You can pass.
Okay, I think so. Duru, you can continue with the presentation. You can start now.
Hello, everyone. We are the reputing team, and I am Duru Tosunoğlu. I'm the designer of our team. As you know, our world is facing a very serious food problem. As the reputing team, we have studied what these problems are. One of our main problems is that the remaining foods aren't enough for the world population and not enough people can reach the food because the food is wasted. Food with bad appearance also isn't served. This makes this situation even a bigger problem. The number of people starving due to the problem we are talking about is increasing every day. According to our market research, there are 815 million people who suffer from hunger in the world, and 1.3 billion tons of food are wasted every year. Wasted foods account for exactly a third of the total foods product. The cost of wasted meals totals 2.6 trillion USD. The cost is enough to feed all the 815 million hunger people. But in the first phase of our project, we choose as our target audience refugees in Turkey. In 2020, there are currently 3.6 million refugees in Turkey. These refugees generally face the problem of hunger. In addition, 26 million tons of food is wasted every year in Turkey. We plan to start our project more regionally and continue our project in other countries after gaining recognition. As a reputing team, we have produced solutions to these problems. We aim to collect wasted food and make it available again. First, we make cereal bars with products such as wasted cereals and wasted fruits. Secondly, we sweeten the wastes that will enter the dessert class and bring them into pudding form. Thirdly, we dry the wasted fruits and turn them into dried fruits that can be eaten again. Finally, we use the vegetable and meat class for making instant soups. Before each stage, of course, the disinfection procedures are done for all of them. The purpose of producing this solution is to reduce hunger in proportion to food waste. We produce these products to be an accessible food for everyone. We also support our production with the fertilizers also we made. We go through 4 stages to create these mentioned products. First of all, we collect the wasted food. After collecting the food, we analyze their availability status and separate them as fertilizer and reservable food. After this procedure, we carry out disinfection processes in the foods that we will reuse and bring it into its new form. In our final stage, we distribute our new and highly nutritional products. Also, we have created a website for ourselves so that we can reach everyone more comfortably and get everyone to meet these foods. We aim to deliver our products online. We have written our website address under our products on the screen. Also, you can visit our website. In this project, we will provide our income by advertising the markets where we will sell the products and with donations. We will carry out also our social responsibility project in proportion to the profits we made and deliver our products for free to places that have hunger problems. Also, there are many companies and projects in this marketplace that turn wasted food into fertilizer as our competitors. In the same way, there are applications that bring wasted food to hungry people as it is. But we create a new product by doing something that hasn't been done in this marketplace, enriching wasted food and turning into another food. As the Re-Pudding team, we continue this project with 4 people. Enes Vatansever is our idea developer, Duru Yapıcı is our English advisor, İlay Dalgut Köroğlu is our corporate affairs manager, and Duru Tosnoğlu is our designer. Our English advisor, Duru Yapıcı, will answer your questions after my presentation. And finally, on the page that I show you, our contact information is located. You can contact us here. Thank you for listening, all of you.
Thank you, guys.
So thank you for your presentation, Team Re-Pudding. I can move on with the 4 minutes session for the judges' questions. And I am starting the 4 minutes session now. Okay.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Do you consider to use all type of waste materials, or do you consider to use specific type of food wastes for your production?
We aim to just use some categories firstly, because can you hear me clearly right now?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So that we can sanitize them better and make them produce better for the environment, such as dryable fruits or the vegetables or the dryable meat. So it's really easy to disinfect them. But after some time, we can carry out to the other stages.
Yeah, you can expand your capacity.
Yeah.
And okay.
The team seems, are there any engineers on the team?
I will study chemical engineering, but now I'm studying English before.
Okay, because the process with food and what you're dealing with is a bit risky, and you should be getting technical consultancy if it's not within the team. Okay.
Yeah, we contacted some food engineers from METU, and we designed some cases so that the foods we put in them can be detected if they're able to consume or not with the pH measurements and the gas inflammation. So we can test them if you're gonna be able to consume them or not.
You just talk about like the refugees will be the first consumers to use that product. Am I right? Am I correct?
Firstly, yes, because we want to start locally and then move on globally, because we would be able to reach easily to refugees because there's a huge hunger problem in them. Mostly,
so how you will tell the people the refugees in the project of they are using recycled food, they are fed by a recycled food to the society, to the world society. What's your, let's say, communication points about that?
So you mean some people wouldn't like to consume recycled food?
No, not people. For sure, yes. For sure, yes. But as a society, as a person in this society, I would like not to prefer to give them let's say recycled food rather than giving the proper food. How you will convince me? How will you convince me about that?
I think they will choose that.
This isn't just a recycled food. This is a new product which doing the disinfection procedures. We consider them as a new product, I think.
And I want to add something as well.
Bülent Bey has a question. He has raised his hand, so I think we can move on with this question.
Guys, do you have any local competitors?
No, we don't. As we know.
Okay, but there's some global competitors, right?
No, we actually don't, because there are companies that produce fertilizers from the leftover foods, and there are some applications or factories that bring wasted food the way they are, but we are creating something brand new. So we just don't use the recycled food as the way it is. We are creating something brand new, a new product.
Okay, okay.
So it concludes our 4 minutes session. Thank you for the presentation, Team Reputing. We can move on to the next break and
all of you
go with the last but not the least team, Tirocinium, right after the break, and we will conduct the decision of the judges to decide the winning team, and we will announce it. So last break is underway. We are underway back with the last but not the least team's presentation, Tirocinium. So I think
you can share your screen.
Okay, we can see your screen. It's audible now. And I think we are all set to go underway. I'm starting your team's presentation. So good luck.
Thank you. Did you know the travel of coffee from farm to your cup? While 2.25 billion cups of coffee are daily consumed all over the world, what has happened to coffee cups after you consume it? Why not we make this process a full cycle by adding the coffee cup to the occasion? Hi everyone, we are Tirocinium and you all welcome to our presentation. Let me start with the talking about our aim. Well, we worked on enhancing the farming soil. Namely, we would like to change the formulation of hot drink cups by adding the mineral encapsules and using compostable materials, which my friends will introduce to you next. Okay, why we decided to put this work on? Because styrofoam is the material in the coffee cups and is often used to describe expanded polystyrene. Despite the fact that polystyrene is widely used, only around 7.5% of polystyrene can be recycled, which means most of them remains in the landfills. So unfortunately, they are intoxicating the nature, and so they are intoxicating the nature that we sorely need. Now, I give the floor to the Tibet to continue.
The solution is changing the formulation of single-use cups by using bagasse as a compostable raw material and adding encapsulates of minerals to the new formulation. Polystyrene is popular in both the first and second level production of packaging materials, since they have mechanical, thermal, and solvent-resistant properties. However, the non-renewable nature of polymers and the inability to be compostable aspects of polymers pushed us to find new material. Hence, we decided to use bagasse as a compostable raw material in the formulation of cups. We use bagasse because it has the least damaging effect on the environment. It is strong and does not deform easily. It is useful for you using takeaway boxes. Also, it is water and heat resistant. It is known that for every 10 tons of sugarcane crushed, a sugar plant produces about 3 tons of wet bagasse. Wet bagasse has 40 to 50% moisture content. And dry bagasse is used to make cups, but we don't waste water in the wet bagasse. We use this moisture content in the regenerative systems. Finally, we will insert the mineral encapsulates to new formulation. In the encapsulation step, we will use nanotechnology. Now, Miray, can you go on, please?
It's estimated that only 1 in 400 cups and lids are actually recycled or composted correctly. Many people may not realize that composting can only occur in a controlled environment. By throwing compostable cups in recycling bins or in general waste, most of them end up in landfills. Compostable products need exposure to moisture, oxygen, and bacteria in order to break down not the conditions of a landfill. As you can see from the chart below, we will collect our compostable and mineral encapsulated cups in bio-waste bins and carry them to our plants, which we make composting processes. At the end of the composting process, the natural microbial flora is going to be formed by drumming, and as an end product, we are going to get fertilizer, which has high mineral content. In agriculture, by using this fertilizer, we will get high quality products. I give floor to Dennis.
Okay, why we want to this now? Why not in future? Because if we keep this up, I mean using plastic to make cups, in the near future, the nature will be overly polluted. For example, China produced plastic waste near 61 million tons in 2016, and US in the second place with 34.5 million tons. Let's see the other graph. In 2020, the volume of hot drinks was near 14 million kilograms, but it has been expected to be near 17 million kilograms in 2025. If we want to illustrate further why we need this now more than ever, we can use a survey. According to a survey, that most of the people in the US are ready to use disposable cups and plates. Therefore, it gives us the idea that probably the rest of the world is also ready for this as well. In the first place, we address coffee and tea companies having coffee bean and tea farming plants because the hot drink consumption in the world is so high. Then, depending on the yield we get, we plan to enhance mineral content of other agricultural areas. In tropical countries, because of the agricultural study, productivity of the soil in those farms decreases significantly. Therefore, we offer a new material and that will not be as harmful as the former material. On the contrary, it will be used in coffee beans and tea farms to improve the quality of the soil by composting process. Also, in this way, we will offer the native people new job opportunities, and hot drink companies will not be harmful to the environment, and also they will produce more qualified coffee beans. If you want to contact us, you can reach our LinkedIn addresses there. Thank you for listening to us. If you have any questions, we appreciate to answer them.
Okay, guys, thank you for your presentation. Arda, you are muted.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I have forgot to turn on my microphone. So thank you for your presentation. I can start your 4 minutes time now to judges to ask you questions. So your time has started.
If you want to summarize your project in 1 or 2 sentences, what it would be?
We can change the formulation of plastics, which including polystyrene, and we use baguettes as a compostable product, and we adding a manual encapsules to enhance agriculture.
So what is in it for me in it, Miray?
Sorry, I didn't.
What is in it for me as a consumer?
As a consumer, with using compostable product, we give a chance in sustainability, and also as a high trend is to give an importance in sustainability, and we in this project we interest in sustainability mostly.
Thank you. Bülent Bey has a question. He raised his hand, so I think we can move on with his question.
What is the price difference? What is the price difference between the currently used one and your new cup?
We adding an encapsuleness to reaching soil texture, and in this way we get high quality products from the agricultural systems.
Miray, my question is, let's say Starbucks, they can get the regular cup, paper-based or whatever, plastic-based, for 5 cents per piece. What is the cost of your new cup?
Let me go, Miray.
Yes, thank you.
Actually, they are already started to use recyclable, biodegradable products, but the point is that they don't have mineral encapsules in them, so they don't be a part of the cycle again. There are some companies which have their own landfills to have, let's say, coffee bean. And so that will be helpful for them, for the company.
So you are adding minerals to the cup.
Yes.
So that it can be used as a fertilizer later, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Is there any advantage of adding minerals to the cup for the cup purposes?
It can enhance the properties of soil to have better.
No, I'm not talking about soil. I'm talking about just using the cup to drink my coffee. Is it more durable? Is it does it have better insulation properties when you add this mineral to the cup?
While doing this, we are using a more natural substance to make the coffee cups. So it's going to be, let's say, for the people to be more nature friendly. So it's kind of a concept.
No, my question
not physical properties exactly.
So adding the minerals to the cup doesn't do any good for the consumption, coffee consumption or tea consumption. It's good for fertilizing purposes.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Just fertilizing purposes.
Then I could add all those minerals later when I use that used cup. I can add the mineral later, right?
Okay, but if we do that, we can not have any budget.
Income?
Don't recycling, yani cycle isn't completed. We want to add minerals because we want to make a system for using it.
It would have been nice if you can put, like the current alternative versus your alternative for cup purposes, and then for later as a fertilizer or whatever, because it was difficult for me to understand what advantages that you provide.
Actually, as a first step, we use a mineral content in fertilizer, but continuous steps, maybe this encapsulates including flavor contents to get the coffee from the cup.
Okay, so the 4-minute session is over. Thank you for the idea, Tirocinium team. So I think we can conclude the presentation sessions, and after the judge deliberations, we can announce the winning team. Thank you everyone for your participations and presentations and taking a step to create impacts in the Hult Prize community. Thank you everyone. So I am switching back to the backstage, and stay tuned for the updates. Welcome back everyone, to all who are watching with us, who are watching us on YouTube and here in Zoom. I think we are ready and set to undercover and reveal the winning team of Hult Prize at METU 2020 on campus final. So I think we can wait a few minutes longer, and at 5:45, after 5 minutes, we can announce the winning team with the decisions and deliberations of our precious judges and the efforts of all our teams. They are all appreciated. They are all valuable. I once again thank you for all your efforts and courage to take steps to lead a generation, to change the world and create impact for everyone. So I am leaving the final remarks to Elif. Maybe also she can add a music and maybe conductor remarks, but I am now leaving the stage for a few minutes and announce the winning team right after on. Elif, stage is yours, please.
Okay, thank you, Arda. Actually, I'm so excited because it's been a while, and you were so so motivated for the regionals. I hope you are so happy.
So the winning team, actually they made how to say, very enthusiastic and outstanding presentation, and they conducted their ideas very well, which can be seen as innovative and maybe substitution for the existing markets, but the judges' decisions and deliberations are the more important things to consider here. So I will not wait no longer, and I'm happy to announce that the team Kibele is our Hult Prize 2020 on campus final winner. I congratulate the team Kibele and their efforts. Congratulations, team Kibele. Elif, I think you can start the music now. This is the presentation. This is the celebration stage, maybe. Elif. I'm just exiting here.
You must stop your sharing, okay.
Okay. Kibele is the winning team. I just want to give the stage to Kibele's team members if they want to express their experiences, feelings, and their remarks. So you can maybe turn your mic on from someone, Team Kibele, maybe İrem Naz or Tamer if you want. Upon your request, we will move.
Çok teşekkür ederiz herkese. We are very happy to hear the results and thank you very much. Yeah, I don't have anything to say. İrem maybe want to say something.
Well, thank you so much, first of all, of course. We are so excited right now. We are aware of the fact that we still, you know, we need to improve our project. We are aware of that. And we can assure you that we are going to improve it as much as we can. So thank you again.
As the campus director, I want to make a few remarks and later on pass the stage to our judges, maybe one by one. First, I thank you. You made a great accomplishment, as maybe we can consider this is a momentous step in your entrepreneurship journey, social entrepreneurship and impact journey, I can mention. You take a really good step in your innovation and entrepreneurship journey, as I can say. Of course, you should improve. You have to improve. You should never stop on your journey and idea. If you continue and pursue your idea and mindset of your entrepreneurship and empowering this product and idea, the Kibele project, I can say, you will, I think, you can find the success you desire. I can wrap up my comments like this, and you can maybe feel my excitement to announcing the winning team as your team Kibele. Maybe I can give the final remarks first to the judges and later on to our organizing coordinator, Elif, but I can start with the judges first with the alphabetic order, maybe according to the surnames. So I want to give the stage to Münevver Hanım first.
Thank you. So yes, congratulations on the great presentation. We had a hard time deciding, by the way. All teams were good, but one is a winner. We had to choose one. So first, I'd like to say that the other ones that weren't here, that weren't chosen for the first place, should not be discouraged. We were planning to give feedback so they can further improve their projects and maybe be a winner in the future. But for Kibele, we were very impressed with your idea and enthusiasm and the way you had it in your mind, at least shaped 360 degrees. So keep up the good work. You will have lots of obstacles in terms of supply, But we are here to help if you need any support along the way. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Before giving the stage right after to Melis Hanım, but I want to make the final remarks. All the teams have not maybe their first experience in their entrepreneurship journey, but to all the teams who have started to their journeys with Hult Prize, you really did good job, a tremendous good job. You made a courageous accomplishment, bold decision to participate and pursue your idea in Hult Prize. So I congratulations again all the teams that have participated and applied to the Hult Prize stage, and I congratulate the team Kibele again. And I am giving the stage to Melis Hanım. You can continue, please.
Yes, I would like to say congratulations to every project, every groups. The quality of the works were very exceptional, and I believe every idea was very promising. But I would like to say a special congratulations and wish my best luck to Kibele team.
Okay, thank you for
so
your
nice
remarks, your outstanding remarks, Melis Hanım. And I think I can move on. We can move on with the our next judge, Mr. Alper Girgin. So I think you can take the mic, please.
Yeah. For sure, it was a very challenging period for all of you to be the best in that Hult Prize. So I wish you the best for the international finals. You will represent us in a very, let's say, ambitious way, we hope. And thanks for all the other competitors as well in the competition. You did your best and you won the first place. Thanks so much.
All right, then, Alper,
thank you so
we
much.
want to thank you. And before proceeding, actually, now you will listen valuable feedback from our next judge, who is actually the co-founder and CEO of Innocentrum and entrepreneur. So Bülent Bey, you can give your remarks, please.
Sure. First of all, thanks Arda and the team for this organization. And next, thank you and congratulations to all the teams, all the startup teams here. It was very courageous of you guys to prepare a presentation and present it to us. And I'm hoping that it was a good stepping stone. It was a good milestone for you guys in your journey, all of you guys, because all of the ideas, they were great. But again, we had to choose one. So please keep up the good work, all of you guys. It's a journey, it's a long journey, it's a difficult journey. I've been living through the startup journey for the last almost 8 years. It's rewarding, and I hope you guys the best of luck. And of course, congratulations to Kibele for being the winner today. Hoping that you guys can do much better in your next presentations. And if you need any help, we are here to help. You have our contact information, I believe. You can easily find on LinkedIn. Thanks a lot. It was very nice and honored to be part of this organization. Thank you.
So thank you for your remarks, Bülent Bey. And last but not the least, our METU Food Engineering professor, faculty member, Mecit Hocam. Maybe you can move on, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Arda. So thank you again for the organizing committee for letting me to be a jury member here. It was also a very nice experience for me. And thank you for all the participants, all the groups. It was really very great to see that you have spent such efforts on solving the World Food Challenge. So I appreciate it. And I would like to send my special congratulations to Kibele. You still have lots of things to do, so we are here to help you. Eda, Tamer, you already know me. You can always access me. Whenever you need help, we will be here to answer your questions. But there's a long journey, as other jury members said, that you will follow. So hope you will get also good results at the international level. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Hocam.
So our organizing coordinator, Elif, do you want to make any final remarks?
Yes, sure. Firstly, congratulations, and I wish you success in the regional finals. We believe in you. Thanks to everyone for their efforts in the whole process. We will also send the file containing some remarks and feedbacks from our judges. And thank you again. Just stay in our Discord channel.
Yeah, the Discord channel will be the place to make our announcements. So stay tuned for the updates to our Discord server. Thank you for your supports, efforts, participations, and sharing your excitements and experiences in Hult Prize. I wish the team Kibele a wonderful journey in the regionals. So I also want to thank again all of the judges who shown their supports and deliberations. I want to thank you. I can't thank you enough actually, but I think this is the point that we are wrapping up our on-campus program. So I hope it was a very good experience for everyone. It sure was for me, but I think we can wrap up the whole story here. Not the whole story, but the most part of it.
Thank you. Keep us updated. We'll be waiting for the good news from the regionals, right? Keep us updated, please.
We try to do our best. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye. Take care.
I wish you great success. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Before Kibele goes on, I want to express this statement here that you can also find us, everyone, every time, always, that we will support through your regional journey. You can always find us. We will be more than happy to help. Thank you.